What's up, guys? Welcome back to OT episode number 7 with Naston Riggs. And today we've got our boy, Mr. Neil Little, who is trying to act like he's busy. He just jumped in the car, threw a jacket on like he's running around, really working. We know the deal. But Litz, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Doing great, boys.
Good to see you.
A pleasure.
For sure, buddy.
Yeah, likewise.
Just rolling around trying to get work done. You know, you think that I'm, just powder puffing around, but always got to make some dollar bills.
Dollars.
You watching games in your car these days, or what do you got going on?
Look at this. I got coffee delivered right to me. Thank you very much.
That's unbelievable. Oh, you're the best, buddy. Hey, so I know you watch a lot of hockey, doing your scouting and stuff. Just start with the Flyers real quick. Obviously, they're pretty depleted team right now with injuries and the COVID. But what have you seen besides that and dropping 5 in a row now?
Well, it's not pretty. You guys are seeing exactly what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a team that's mediocre at best, that we thought may have a chance of clawing into the playoffs, preseason. If we were going to evaluate the team, we would have said the Flyers would be a bubble team. So the margin for error is so small that when you get hit with injuries or COVID or whatever it is, it kind of hits twice as hard. So now you're seeing a team that's got a depleted lineup, and guess what? Wins they become even more difficult to come by. So you're just seeing an average NHL team going through a big dip. They've showed signs of life here and there, but at the end of the day, when you look at this roster and what they got to put on the ice right now, there's chances are pretty slim that they can really make a go of this.
Yeah, it's an American League lineup, and probably the best thing ever happened to them. Well, today is having this game postponed. Having Carolina Hurricanes coming into Philly being red hot, and Flyers being depleted. I think this is probably the best case scenario. Ride this one out and then regroup. Hopefully, get some bodies back for Thursday's game in Boston, because that's going to be a tough one, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was a betting man, I'm pretty sure I'd put all my loot on Carolina walking in here and dusting these boys off. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's a godsend, really. You got about a 10% chance of winning that game in my eyes. So
yeah,
maybe it's a nice time to get a little break and hopefully get some guys off the COVID list so you can compete again. You just got to almost start again. Seems like we keep talking about these Flyers, and okay, we need a little momentum. We got to start again. We have one game at a time. Well, at a certain point in time, it runs out. So now you got to instead of winning 2 in a row. Now you got to win 8 out of 11 instead of 2 of 4. So the further we get along in the season, less and less chances these boys have of making a legit run for that last playoff spot or a wild card spot or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
The boys are running out of time, that's for sure. And that was one of the other things we had kind of written down here, was just what does the future look like? There's 7 points out of a wild card. We're running into almost the end of January here already. Limited time to make up, and dig themselves out of this hole that they've created for themselves. What does this next month look like, for the Philadelphia Flyers, and then getting into trade deadline? What do you think's going to happen there? Not that it's an easy question to answer, but where's your head at?
Well, I'd like to. Yeah, I mean, miracles do happen. I mean, don't get me wrong. So there's a possibility that they can actually get out of this. But number one, you got to be healthy. Yeah. And number two, you need your big guns to shoot the big bullets. And right now, they're carrying around little pea shooters right now. So yeah, you need your big boys to play like big boys. You need a healthy lineup up and down, and you need some timely saves. So, I mean, Am I a little apprehensive about being positive? Yeah. I mean, I think they got 4 losses to start 2022. I count OT losses as a loss, but or shootout loss, and they're all losses at the end of the day.
Yep.
If you lose in a shootout or if you lose in overtime, guess what? It feels like a loss.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
It does.
You're not like, woo, we got a point. Woohoo! No, you lost.
Yeah.
So to start 2022, you're 0-4. You know, so like when are you going to start? So now you G's out, Provorov's out, Konechny's out. Like you have 3 of your best players out of the lineup, and you're expecting other guys to kind of pull on the rope and kind of well, everybody goes through it. Well, guess what? No, you're in a tough spot, and you're going to need some luck, and you're going to need guys to get healthy real quick. So.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It looks a little bleak. It looks a little bleak right now for me. It looks bleak, but I can be proven wrong, and I don't mind. I hope they pull it off.
Yeah, losing Coots as well. Like no one really expected that. I guess they retroed him back from IR on IR, but not really sure what's going on with him. But that certainly doesn't help. At least these guys that have COVID will be back. Yeah, that helps because that's a lot of guys. Sanheim, like you said, Sanheim was on that list, and TK, G, Provy. You're kind of seeing what Provy does for you now when he's out of the lineup. Oh, yeah. And not to knock anyone else on the team, York stepped in and it played pretty well. I know that the one game in San Jose there, he was having a good game, but he kind of got beat, which is going to happen to anyone. Yep. But he's looked okay. But you're missing some big time players, and you hate to keep beating a dead horse, but you're missing Ryan Ellis, and no one even knows what's going on there. That's to me, that's wild that this guy's not back yet. And again, I don't know what's going on with him, but it's definitely not helping the team at all. Litz.
Well, you count on those 2 boys to play. You count on Prov to play 27, 28 minutes a game. Well, you need them to. And Ellis, the same thing, probably right around that 26-minute mark. So you take 2 of your top defenders out of the lineup, and you're in for a world of hurt.
There aren't many teams that can do that.
Yeah, even Provorov, even if he's having what you would call an average year, there's been some question marks. Even him at average or below average, he's still the best player on the back end. So, obviously Ellis, not including Ellis, but, they're both out. So, yeah, that takes a hit. That's a lot of minutes eaten up, and you need those guys. So now you got fillers. Now you got Yandel playing too many minutes. Yandel's an 8-9 minute guy. He's a specialty teams player, and that's it. You got him playing way too many minutes. And no offense, Yorkie's just a kid. He's just finding his way, but he's an offensive kid. So you got 2 of this kind of same player, and he and Yan. Sealer, God bless him, he tries hard. And Connaughton, they're grinders. But most of those names you're looking at. You're looking at 6. You're looking at, if you're going to slot them on another team, you're probably going to slot them at the 6 or 7 slot. So they're not. I mean, those are guys that are going to get under 10 minutes on every other team in the league. So now all your minutes increase to those guys that are just battling to really help out, and it's a bad recipe all around. So
yeah, it's a tough situation for any team to be in. No one likes to be in the situation, patching holes and just and hoping for success, which it's hard to come by. It's a hard league to win games in, as it is. Obviously, even harder when you're missing some of your go-to guys. So a little bit of a disaster. Again, like I said earlier, hopefully this postponed game can maybe help reignite some life in them, save maybe an ass kicking, and then mentally prepare for Thursday, whatever that looks like. But at least they'll have a few more bodies to help them win. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing else they can really do besides get healthy, get these guys off the COVID protocol, and find ways to win games. So, That's the bottom
Yeah,
line.
they got a couple tough games coming up, but if you get through these tough couple games, actually Flyers usually play pretty good when they're really against the wall. So hopefully you get a couple good games, and then after that you got the Islanders, Columbus, Buffalo, like winnable games. So if you're going to go on a run, boys, now's the time to do it. So hopefully get some guys back and prove people wrong, including me chirping them all for the last 15 minutes. I hope they pull it off. Don't get me wrong, man.
Yeah.
No, you're right. On a better note, our buddy Jake Voracek just played his 1,000th game in the NHL. So proud of him and happy for him, man. I saw a great picture last night of him. I don't know what he was doing. It looked like he'd maybe even had a couple cocktails in him. I'm not really sure, but he had that look on his face. Like he was getting ready to bite you, because he likes to bite.
Yeah.
Right on the shoulder, and it fucking hurts. But anyway, I know you know Jakey. It was pretty cool. Great accomplishment, actually.
Yeah, it's a lot of games. It's a lot of miles.
1,000 games, that's a lot of games, boy. So good for Jakey. I love watching Jake play hockey. And always will. And congratulations, Jake. That's a fantastic milestone. Keep chugging, baby. Keep chugging.
Oh, yeah. Did you see what Yarmir Yager sent? He sent in a little video, and he said, hey, I have great news for you. You're getting ready to play your 1,000th game tonight, but I have bad news as well. You need 700 more to catch me. I thought that was awesome, man.
So good.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of games.
Jake's not going 700 more, I don't think. I don't think
miles.
Jakey's going to go 700 more, but anyway, it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Great.
They
stick together, those boys.
Yeah.
Thick as thieves. That country over there, thick as thieves. Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They sure are.
Yeah, just when you think 1,000 games is a lot, 1,700 games. I think about piling on another 700 games.
It's unbelievable, man.
Absolute machine. Wow. But
well, I taught him how to work out and how to take care of his body. So it's
yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Wait, Yogs or Jake? Yogs or Jake?
No, I used to work with Yogs a lot.
Yeah. Just making sure, Tinners. Just making sure, buddy. Hey, man, listen, we appreciate your time, bro. Thanks as always, man. Good to see you. Just, keep blowing me and Grant off, though, with the golf and everything else. He acts like he's so busy, Regs. It's unbelievable. Look at him. He's at Dunkin' Donuts or Wawa. Having stuff delivered, yeah. Going over game footage.
So busy. Yeah, I'm so busy, Wawa brings my coffee out to me,
Thanks, buddy. We appreciate it, man.
All right, guys.
See you, bro.
Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
See you later.